Aries, I really had to hit the record button because I just had to, right? Okay, Aries, and you know what? I'm getting ready for you, and I'm just pulling out all these cards, and I was really only going to use one deck, maybe two. I think it was going to be two because I was going to pull an Oracle card, but then I was like, maybe I need clarifiers. I should do the Romance Angels. Anyway, I might have to narrow this down for the other signs, but for you, I'm going to do this, and I don't know why. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, so let's get started. I was trying to adjust this lighting because I have been resting for like a while, a whilst. Okay, I was like, the lighting, I need to get it on my face so it can feel illuminated and energized. Let's do this. I'm going to be using the Divine Masculine Tarot. And wow, your card's on the front, the Three of Wands, okay. That's just where it was. Okay, the Death card and the Three of Wands, okay. Well, with the Three of Wands, that's kind of like, you know, like they say, waiting for your shoes to come in, but this is also anticipating expansion in some kind of way, right? Or wanting something to be more exciting in some kind of way. I think with that Three of Wands, you know, and that's also Sun in Aries, so it's the Sun exalted. And the Sun in Aries exalted could be talking about someone who could be just in their own head. They could just be thinking about their world. They could be in their own world with the Three of Wands. It has that energy of being in their own world, you know. And then the Death card there. The Death card is transformation, of course, but then it's also fear. Also fearing a weakness. It could also be weak point, right? So maybe somebody needs to pay attention to their weak points. Or maybe somebody needs to pay attention to their, you know, maybe they got their head in the clouds or something in some kind of way. Maybe they're not seeing reality. Or it could just be someone is preoccupied with their awareness of what they want out of life. Okay? Period. Listen to how I said that. And then, with that Death card being there, it's, you know, feeling like power is being taken away. Okay? And it's the fear of the power being taken away, or the fear of the life of something being taken away. This is very strange. Right? Because the Death card is fear. And it's being in your head about something. Scared. Right? Don't be scared. Also, the Death card talks about facing something. You know? It does speak of facing reality just because the Death card is ruled by Mars, which is Scorpio, and it is exalted in Capricorn. And it's also, the Death card could be saying something that you are intimidated by, okay? And you're afraid. I'm gonna move on because those were just kind of like interim cards, like cards that opened up as I was over here with the splitting and cutting and all of that. I think these are the cards right here that I'm supposed to pull. Let's see what's going on. Yep, Seven of Cups. And I want to make sure that I'm not pulling too many cards. They're thick. Seven of Cups, okay. Damn. So these cups, this Seven of Cups is Venus and Scorpio, and this is Venus in a debilitation, okay? So this is kind of like something with the emotions, right? Not fair, right? This is someone who is stuck on some past situation, right? Someone's feelings are stuck in the past. They haven't healed from the past because it's a 7, so it's connected to the Chariot, right? Someone hasn't moved on, right? Or they're coping in some kind of way that might be unhealthy. And it doesn't necessarily always have to be someone who is drinking or using a substance, you know what I mean? It could be anything, you know? It could be like adult entertainment. It could be anything, right? And this is like someone who doesn't want to lose something, okay? With this 7 of Cups, someone who does not want to lose something. And their coping mechanism is what? So what is your coping mechanism, Aries? And for those of you, because this is for Sun, Moon, or Rising, and it isn't necessarily always relationship, but this is connected to relationship here. So what is the coping mechanism, or what is the, this is also talking about weak points, emotional weak points, maybe some emotional triggers because it is connected to Mars, right? And if this is connected to Mars, but this is a Venus card, then now we're, there's some opposition here, okay? This needs time to heal more time to heal. Wow, I'm looking at the card that's on the back. This is connected to the past, okay? But that doesn't mean that it's not affecting you now. And we have the 5 of Cups here, and I just spoke of Mars. I said Mars, Scorpio, and here it is. I did not even see that because I'm just focusing on what I was looking at. So we got the 7 of Cups and we got the 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups is talking about something that, you know, that's the Lord of loss and pleasure. So someone has lost, someone feels the loss and pleasure of something, or someone feels like they are losing pleasure in something, or have lost that sense of pleasure in something. You know, that thing. I don't know, it's the Lauryn Hill song. That 5 is also connected to inner conflict, okay? And this is something that could not be avoided. It was unavoidable, this 5 of Cups, right? The 7 of Cups is avoidable, but it's going to take some work. So it's going to take some work to get past whatever the 7 of Cups is. It's going to take some work to heal. It's going to take some work to, you know, almost like dissect thyself, right? See, this is why you got all these cards, and I was like, I gotta pull all these cards for Aries, and I it's a lot going on here. So with this 7 of Cups, you know, it's not necessarily talking about making a choice. It's just talking about how choices affect, right? So how your choices might affect others, or how others' choices might affect you. Just being aware of how your choices affect other people, right? Emotionally, okay? Because sometimes people feel like they may not be seen, okay? With this 7 of Cups being here, or sometimes you yourself just may be feeling like you're not being seen, and it may not be in your relationship, it could just be in life, and you have your coping strategies and your coping mechanisms or whatever triggers you, So this is saying you need to heal from some past emotional wounds, that may have been brought on by someone else, or someone else needs more time to heal from some emotional wounds from the past, right? Because this 5 of Cups is here too, and it's kind of like, it's something, it was unavoidable because X, Y, and Z, you know, all of the reasons are there, right? But we may not know what all of those reasons are, okay? And the 5 of Cups is also just like, it's Mars being in its 8th house, and it also rules that house. So these are connected to like deaths, or it's connected to like, you know, transformations in some kind of way. Power struggle, right? With the 7 of Cups, that's kind of a power struggle. The 5 of Cups, 7 of Cups is a power struggle. The 5 of Cups is an emotional struggle within one's own ego, right? And it's a learning lesson, right? Both of these cards are learning lessons, okay? They are. It's like self and relationship because it's Mars and Venus, which is interesting. And it's funny, I was speaking about that with the Seven of Cups. Anyway, you know, there's this conflict there with those two, right? Because they oppose each other at every angle of the zodiac that they rule. Okay? Unless you're dealing with the adjacent houses. Ow. Okay, anyway, I need to move on. Because this is not supposed to be this long for you, Aries. Okay, Four of Wands, right? Okay, so the Four of Wands, here we go. Venus and Aries again. That's Venus being in an adjacent house, right? She want to be in Leo, but we got her up in Aries. So she has come full circle in some kind of way. But this Four of Wands is like the behavior. Pay attention to the behavior, right? And it's just because the fours are all connected to like Aries, obviously. And this card is, it is Aries. And it's also like pride, right? So somebody might be too prideful. Maybe somebody is too prideful in some kind of way. And this 5 here talks about that because the 5s could connect that 5th house energy. And then we have the Four of Wands here, which is still connected to Leo in some kind of way. It is Aries though, okay? And this is also a relationship because Venus being in, you know, this is Venus's 7th house from Libra. Okay, so maybe this is Aries, maybe you're dealing with a Libra, maybe you're dealing with Scorpio energy here, right? Pain, maybe some hidden feelings, okay? Because Scorpio does talk about things that are hidden, all right? Let's look at the other side of the Four of Wands. Wow, Libra, Four of Swords, exact opposites, right? Wow, this is crazy. Four of Wands, Four of Swords. Four of Swords is, you know, it's rest and recover, but it's like, both of these fours are connected to that death card that came up, you know? And fear of losing something, maybe, you know, in the I don't know, possessiveness maybe, I don't know, because I don't really want to say that, but like these are cards that are connected to that, right? Possessing of energy, possessive of whatever. Okay, it's also connected to shared resources, these Scorpio cards. Okay, so whatever y'all got going on, if you're living with someone, or if you are, you know, basically, yeah, living with somebody, or you guys share some sort of resources together. Maybe you have like a very different view. You know, that's what the Four of Swords and the Four of Wands is. They're very different energies, right? Because this Four of Wands is like, I'm going out and doing this. And look, and then diving in. And then Four of Swords, the Libra card, is like, relaxing, you know, look at the beauty. Like, let's just take a break. Let's just try to like slow down, relax. Because this is talking about slowing down, that Libra card, and this card is talking about speeding up the wand. So it's two different energies. You know what I mean? What am I looking at the time? Wow, it's getting away from me. I'm going to post some oracle cards for you guys because this is going to resonate with everybody, I'm telling you. But it does have to do with energies of people needing to slow down, right? Or someone needing to speed up. But really, it's just two different energies. Someone doing something, someone wanting to slow down. It's not that, I don't know. I don't know if anybody needs to do anything. I'm just looking at these cards. Okay, so the Judgment card is here, and this is connected to atonement, right? It could be connected to apologies just because it is connected to Pisces, which is talking about compassion, right? Take a compassionate view to the situation and understand that, you know, we don't want to get our egos, let our egos get in the way. You know what I mean? right? And this Judgment card is the higher octane of Mars. So we are dealing with Aries, we are dealing with Scorpio energy, okay? And we are dealing with the oppositional energy or the adjacent energy of the houses. So this is kind of something that makes you uncomfortable to deal with, right? Because it has that energy of debilitation there, okay? Because it's a Judgment card and it's Pluto, but it's a 2. So, you know, sometimes things go against your hopes and your wishes, right? And it talks about not being able to control some things, right? Not trying to control the outcome to a situation, because a judgment is not going to allow you to control any outcome, right? It's going to be what it's meant to be. Okay? So it's talking about not trying to force, right? But it also talks about forgiveness, okay, understanding, yeah, patience, right? It's connected to like destiny and fate. Okay, so sometimes you can't know your destiny or your fate. You know, it's kind of like you get there when you get there, right? That's why this Judgment card is here. It is bringing balance to a situation, and there's always going to be divine intervention or divine energetic influences, right? That sort of like shift a situation, that kind of try to bring balance to it, but it is connected to healing still. So something needs to be healed, something needs to be understood with compassion, right? And not force. Something needs to just kind of be, you know, admitted, maybe. You know, because it is talking about what you are conscious of. It's connected to the throat. Like I said, control, like what are we holding on to, right? It's an inner fight. Someone is having an inner conflict with themselves. I don't know what it is. But the 5 of Cups and the 7 of Cups are here, and it's in the past. So this is influencing where we have come. Let's look at the other side. Okay, 6 of Swords. I like that the 6 of Swords and the Judgment card, you know, kind of go together, because it does talks about like, it is talking about keeping an open mind with the 6 of Swords, right? It is connected to patience. It is connected to time. It is connected to, you know, like the concept of sharing. The 6 of Swords is because it's connected to the Lovers, for real, right? This is wishing that things could be going smoother, especially with the Judgment card on the other side, and then the 6 of Swords being here. You know, the 6 of Swords is talking about concepts of sharing ideas or input, you know, so that we can get moving. Things need to get moving smoothly, right? More smoothly here with the 6 of Swords. It also is talking about change, right? And how something that may have gotten too old or stale or obsolete, you know, sometimes things change, and we have to change our perception or our I don't know, the way that we conceptualize things. If that makes any sense, I don't know. Because the 6 of Swords is Mercury in Aquarius, and this is saying like, let's rethink something, right? Adjustments, major adjustments, right? There have been some major adjustments here with the 6 of Swords. So maybe that's where the compassion is needed. Maybe that's where the understanding is needed, right? Mercury is very quick. You know, this card could have to do with travel as well. adjusting travel plans, or maybe it could be, adjusting your mindset, right? Rethinking what is what's necessary isn't always going to be, right? And what is the policies in businesses change, the rules in your parents' house change as you get older, and this is how things change with time, right? As we mature, as we get older, as we understand more. And it's the adjustments, right? Flexibility is very important. Okay? Very important. Okay, well, let's go ahead and pull this card. This is crazy. I can't believe that I'm like literally reading. This is a long ass reading, Aries. I didn't mean for it to be this long, though. I said I was gonna grab a oracle card. It's there, but this is kind of one. Ciao. I am literally recovering, honey. And jeez Louise. All right, well, I guess, okay, my goodness, we're gonna choose number 3. It's right on top. Oh, okay, so this says release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Okay, that's why I wanted me to choose 2 as well. I was like 3, 2, 3, 2. Okay, so this is for everybody, but some of y'all need to let y'all ex go. Okay, and for those of you who that didn't resonate with, express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So expressing your love is not like, I'm getting flowers, I'm getting candy, I'm getting ding-ding. It's like verbalizing, saying something meaningful, right? Yeah, saying something meaningful. Doesn't matter if it hits home or it's impactful. That's good. People should feel. But, we're not expressing things to, gaslight or to provoke anyone. Expressing your love and making the romantic gesture is you. There's so many different ways to be romantic, and romance doesn't look just like one thing, And maybe express your love is saying that the romance is where is it? Where is it? What is that to you? Aries and Aries stelliums and people with energy in their first house. What is that to you? Maybe some of you want romance. Maybe somebody wants romance. Okay? Calling in your soulmate. Maybe that's why some of y'all are still with your ex, because you are, you want romance. Express your love, calling in your soulmate. I don't know. Release your ex. Religious factors are affecting your relationship. Okay, so maybe they're not as spiritual as some of you, but these are people who are dealing with exes only. Don't be like, oh my God, it's really no. I didn't say that. I picked oracle cards for y'all. You know what? You are not getting a Threads of Fate, because this is just too much. I can't do it. I need to get to another sign. Can I? Anyway, I love you, Aries. See you later, and happy freaking New Year. Like, share, and subscribe, you guys. Follow me on Instagram. My IG is NYC Kendrick, and my IG for Providence Tarot is Providence Tarot. So I will see you guys on the flip side. 2022, which is the year 6. We like that. It's the lovers.